Hello everyone, I am Prabjot Kaur and today we will do general properties of divisibility. Our first property is if a number is divisible by another number, then it must be divisible by each factor of that number. I explain you with an example. Suppose I am having a number 36 and this 36 is divisible by 12. 36 is divisible by 12, then it must be divisible by each factor of that number. Then 36 will be divisible by each factor of 12. And factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. Okay, so 36 is divisible by 12, that means 36 is divisible by each of these numbers 2, 3, 4 and 6. So this is our first property. If a number is divisible by another number, then it must be divisible by each factor of that number. Okay. Second property is if a number is divisible by each of two co-prime numbers, it must be divisible by their product. Means suppose I am having a number 972 and this 972 is divisible by 2 and 3 both. Okay, 972 is divisible by 2 and 3 both, and 2 and 3 are co-prime numbers. 2 and 3 both are co-prime numbers. If a number is divisible by each of two co-prime numbers, it must be divisible by their product. That means 972 is divisible by their product. 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 6. That means 972 is divisible by 6 also. You can check by actual division also. 972 6 ones are 6, 3, 7, 6 6 are 36, 1, 2, 6 2s are 12. So 972 is divisible by 6 also. And the divisibility test of 6 is if a number is divisible by 2 and 3, then it is divisible by 6 also. Okay. So if a number is divisible by each of two co-prime numbers, if two co-prime numbers are there, if a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it must be divisible by their product. Then it will be divisible by product of these two numbers also. Okay. So this is our second. Third property is if a number is a factor of each of the two given numbers, then it must be a factor of their sum also. I explain you with an example. See, 5 is a factor of 15 and 5 is a factor of 20 also. 5 is a factor of 15 and 20 both, and if I add 15 and 20, I'll get 35, and 5 is a factor of 35 also. Okay, so this is our property. If a number is a factor of each of the two given numbers, 5 is a factor of 15 and 20, it must be a factor of their sum, and so 5 must be a factor of 35 and 5 is a factor of 35. So this is our property third. Fourth property is if a number is a factor of each of the two given numbers, then it must be a factor of their difference also. I explain you with an example. 3 is a factor of 24 and 3 is a factor of 36 also. 3 is a factor of both 24 and 36, and if I subtract 36 and 24, then I'll get is 12. 36 minus 24 is 12, and clearly 3 divides 12 exactly. Okay, 3 divides 12 exactly. That means if a number is a factor of each of the two given numbers, 3 is a factor of 24 and 36, then it must be a factor of their difference also. So 3 must be a factor of 12. If we divide 12 by 3, 3 4s are 12. Exactly is divisible. Okay. So this is our property fourth. Our next topic is prime factorization. Prime factorization. Before starting prime factorization, you must know what is factorization. And factorization is when a number is expressed as product of its factors, then it is called prime factorization. Suppose I am having a number 24, and if I express as product of its factors 2 multiplied by 12, this is called factorization. Or I can express 24 as 4 6 are 24. Okay, so this is factorization, but our topic is prime factorization. Prime factorization is complete factorization. See, this is not completely factorized. This 12 is not completely factorized. So prime factorization is complete factorization. Here it's 24 is 2 multiplied by 12, and 12 can be further factorized. 2 6 are 12. This 6 can be further factorized. 2 3s are 6. Now these all are prime numbers. Okay, so 24 can be written as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. This is the prime factorization of 24. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, and 8 3s are 24. Okay, so this is the prime factorization of 24. I explain you one more example. Prime factorization of 36. See, 36 can be written as 2 multiplied by 18. Okay, 36 can be written as 2 multiplied by 18, but 18 is not completely factorized here. So 18 can be further divided as 2 9s are 18. 18 is 2 9s are 18. Now 9, this can be further factorized. 3 3s are 9. Now you just can see that all these are prime numbers. Okay, these all are prime numbers. So 36 can be written as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. And this method of finding the factors, prime factors, is called factor tree method. This method is factor tree method. Okay. So the definition of prime factorization is to express a given number as a product of prime factors is called prime factorization or complete factorization of the given number. Okay, to express a given number as a product of prime factors, all factors should be prime. I have explained you in the example 24. I have written as 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. So all these are prime numbers. Okay, so to express a given number as a product of prime factors, all these are prime factors. This is called prime factorization or complete factorization of a given number. Second method to find the prime factorization is division method. I explain you with an example. Suppose I have to find the prime factorization of 980. So we divide the number 980 by 2, 3, 5, 7, so on, all the prime numbers. In this order, so long as a quotient is divisible by that number. Okay, like 980. Start from 2. 2 4s are 8, 1 8, 2 9s are 18, 0. Now 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10. Now 245, this is not divisible by 3. So take 5. 5 4s are 20, 5 9s are 45. Now 49, this is not divisible by 5. So let's move to 7. 7 7s are 49. 7 1s are 7. Stop here. Okay, so 980 can be written as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. All these are prime numbers. Okay, so this is called division method to find the prime factorization of a number. See one more example. Find the prime factorization of 1260. Our prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, so on. These all are our prime numbers. So we start from first prime number 2. Is 1260 divisible by 2? Yes, because ones place is 0. So 1260 is divisible by 2. 2 6 are 12, 2 3 are 6 and 0. Again ones place is 0. That means this is again divisible by 2. 2 3 are 6, 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10. Now this ones place is 5, so this is not divisible by 2. Now check with 3. And the divisibility test of 3 is we add all the digits. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. And 9 is divisible by 3. That means 315 is divisible by 3. So 3 1s are 3, 0. 3 5s are 15. Again 5 plus 1, 6. That means this is again divisible by 3. 3 3s are 9. 3 5s are 15. Now 5 plus 3, 8. Not divisible by 3. That means move to the next prime number, which is 5. 5 7s are 35. And 7 1s are 7. So 1260 can be written as 2 multiply by 2, multiply by 3, multiply by 3, multiply by 5, multiply by 7. So this is the prime factorization of 1260. I hope you are clear with the concept of prime factorization.